Whether it is day or night, Athens is really beautiful. Athens is the capital of Greece, and that's not its only claim to fame. It is the city of Aristotle, Socrates, Plato. All these names that pretty much everyone on the planet has heard of. The city gave the world democracy, science, art. So much of what we know originated from Athens. So I'm heading there for a weekend, and I thought I would show you how to explore this city the best possible way in just 3 days. So come with me, I'll show you the best. Let's go. I just landed in Athens and went through the immigration. It was fairly simple, and the airport is actually quite new and nice, although it is a bit far from the city center. Now you can buy a SIM card here if you don't have a European one, so I would recommend Vodafone. They do have a store here. I also withdrew some cash because I'm coming from London and you will need euros here. So let's go to the city center, and that will take me about an hour 15 minutes on the public transport. Let's go. I've arrived in the city center, and this is the Syntagma Square metro station, and I got myself an Athena card. So this is 10+1 that gives you access to 11 journeys. I think it's fairly decent for the entire weekend. If you need more, you can always get more. For now, this is 12 euros. So I'm gonna go check out my hotel, get some rest, and we start exploring the best things in Athens on a weekend tomorrow. After a delicious Greek breakfast, I am ready to explore Athens. This is Monastiraki Square, and this is the heart of tourist Athens. So this square has everything from all the hustle and bustle. There's a cute church here, and these are all the bars that you need to go to if you want some good views of Acropolis in the evening. On this side, you will see the flea market of Athens, and this is where all the tourist places start, starting from the Roman Agora. So I'll show you two of the most famous ones, because the rest of them, I'm not sure you can see them from outside. There's no point of going inside, but you obviously cannot miss the ancient Agora as well as Acropolis. So let's go explore the old sites first, and then we'll continue further. I am in the ancient Agora of Athens. Athens has two, a Roman and an ancient one, and Agora simply means a marketplace. So the other archaeological sites, honestly, you can just walk around and you can see there's not much left, but this place is special for two reasons. One is the temple behind me. This is the temple of Hephaestus, and this is actually great because this is probably the most well-preserved temple. I think is the only one with the roof still on, so definitely worth a visit. The other one is a store on the other side, which is a replica, but you can't really see much from outside, so you definitely need to come here. So in order to come here, you need to buy a ticket, and since you're also going to Acropolis, I would recommend getting a 5-day pass that gives you access to 7 different archaeological sites. So it's a way to not really save money, but like it gives you a bit more freedom to go to other spots like Hadrian's library and the Roman Agora if you want to do that as well. It does not include Panathenaic Stadium or the Acropolis Museum, so you'll have to buy those separately. Let's continue and explore this beautiful place. As soon as you enter the Acropolis Museum, you come across the first attraction, and this is the Theater of Dionysus. Now, Dionysus is the god of merriment, wine, arts, drama, And this is the birthplace of drama theater as we know it, both architecturally as well as in the form of an art. So if you like theater, this is your Mecca. Let's continue. This is the best spot in Athens for a sunset, but make sure you come early so you get some good viewing spot for yourself. It gets really busy. I am on Acropolis and in front of the beautiful Parthenon. This is the symbol of Greece and Athens, and probably the most prominent building in the entire Athens. You can see it from pretty much every direction. So when you enter the complex, you will see the Theatre of Dionysus, then the Roman Theatre, and then you come up here. Do bring some good shoes because the marble is fairly slippery. Also, I would recommend coming here in the second half of the day because after that, you can sit on the hill when you enter from there, and then you can watch the sunset, which is an amazing experience. You don't need to be inside Acropolis for that. I'm gonna go show you the beauty of this place and tell you a bit more about these magnificent buildings. Let's go, let's continue the tour. If you follow me and know me, I don't really like museums, but Acropolis Museum is a true exception to that. I would definitely recommend you do not miss it. It's not covered by the ticket, but because it's privately owned, but definitely recommend not skipping that. You'll also see some missing spaces for statues. That's the one that have been taken by the British to the British Museum, and there are spaces left for that. So, I mean, I am British and I would really like the statues to come back here to their home. So if anyone's listening in the British government, this is my consent to do that. But do not miss the museum, seriously. This is the best spot in Athens for a sunset, but make sure you come early so you get some good viewing spot for yourself. It gets really busy. Not many cities are as blessed as Athens when it comes to beautiful sunset views, and to experience one, I am at Lycabettus Hill. So to get here, I took the telepheric, I took the taxi from Syntagma, then I took the telepheric to the very top, and there you will see a cute little church with, you know, the classical blue domes that we associate with Greece. But it's really, really windy as well as really busy up there. So once you're done having a photo or two, just come to the slopes, enjoy the beautiful sunset over this amazing city. And when you're up there, I would also recommend checking out the beautiful view because you can see other hills, including Acropolis. You can see the Panathenaic Stadium as well. It's a great spot not only for sunset, but to see the entire Athens at a glance. Food is an absolute pleasure in Athens, and there are so many places you can try. You can go to Monastiraki Square, but those are mostly touristy places. I would recommend having at least one lunch in Plaka to like a normal restaurant. They're still quite touristy, but they're better than the one in Monastiraki. I would also recommend you go into more residential neighborhoods and find restaurants there because they serve proper Greek food, and one of the biggest advantages of coming to Athens versus islands is the food is much cheaper. Probably less than half the price of what you would get at an island, and it's generally fresh and really nice. So another great thing to do in Athens. Whether it is day or night, Athens is really beautiful. And if you are coming for a night out, Syri and Monastiraki are the main areas. Or if you are LGBT, I would recommend going to Ghazi. I am in Plaka, which is one of the most beautiful neighborhoods in Athens, and it is a great place if you want to come for a lunch in the evening, for a stroll. You know, most people have seen this little picture of Athens with these stairs, like colorful ones, with people sitting and drinking and eating. That's from Plaka, and you can easily find the stairs. It's not a very big neighborhood, so it's good to walk around. This is actually the oldest inhabited, like continuously inhabited area, and in the evenings it provides the perfect view of a lit up Acropolis. During the day, it's just the Acropolis. So definitely visit this place. And there's another cute little neighborhood called Anafiotika, so we're heading there next because it's also closed, and that place has some interesting history as well, so I'll tell you that there. Do you want to feel like you're on an island when you are in Athens? You need to come to Anafiotika, and this is what the neighborhood looks like. It is on top of Plaka, and you need to come a bit further than what Google Maps says, and then it turns into these cute little alleyways, and you feel like you're on one of the Greek islands. Actually, the people who basically populated this place, they came from an island and they wanted that really beautiful feel. So right under Acropolis, you totally get that, and this is one of my favorite areas. It's really beautiful, especially if you're not going to an island. There's no lack of churches in Athens. In every little street, nook, cranny, you will find cute little churches, some really big ones as well. Most of them are really nice and beautiful, and you get a really good look in the Greek Orthodox culture. So I would definitely recommend visiting. Just pop into any one of them and they're equally interesting and free, so why not? What I find really fascinating about the Greek culture is that they're very Christian when it comes to tradition, but they're also very attached to their pagan past. For example, some of the most common names in Greek society are still names of gods and goddesses from the Greek mythology. I'm standing in front of Hadrian's Arch, and this place is great because you get to see some beautiful views of Acropolis. But the main attraction for coming here is something else, something that lies on this side. And this is the temple of Zeus Olympian. Now, you might think the temple on top of Acropolis was the biggest temple. It is actually the most well-preserved one. This was actually the biggest one. And unfortunately, there's a few columns that are left. So I've been inside. I mean, there's not much you're getting other than what you can see from outside. So if you want to save some money, you can skip this. But I would definitely not recommend skipping this whole place because this is really nice, and you get an idea of how the ancient city was laid out, from the Acropolis to the Hadrian's Arch to the biggest temple in the entire city. Athens can be very overwhelming, and it is very easy to miss places that are not on the main tourist map. I'm sitting in one. This is the National Garden, and most people who come to Athens never set foot inside this beautiful little oasis. And maybe that's the reason it has become one of my favorite places in the entire city. So on one side you have the Hellenic Parliament, the Greek Parliament. On the other side you have the temple of Zeus and Hadrian's Arch, and not very far from Acropolis either. So this is the best place to get a breather, to relax, take a little break from all the sightseeing, and admire the simplicity of this beautiful place with little walkways, little pockets where you can sit and relax for a little while. And because there are so many locals who come here, this is also a great place to sit and people watch, a little bit of eye candy, to admire those beautiful Greek noses everyone raves about. Why not? I absolutely love this place. I'm standing at the Panathenaic Stadium, and this is a really important place for Athens. This is the birthplace of modern Olympics. And it is also a stadium that's entirely made of marble. It hosts about 50,000 people. It's a great place if you want to run a lap around the track. You're more than welcome to do that. There's a museum that has every single torch that's been passed on to every host country ever since the modern Olympics began. And it is also, in summers there's some concerts that happen here. So great place to come, especially if you want to, stand up the podium, feel like a winner. Why not? I'm not going in this time because I've been like 3 times before and I've been there. The entrance is €5 and you also get an audio guide. It's 11:30 and there's nowhere you want to be on a Sunday morning in Athens than this place, Syntagma Square. So this is the changing of guard ceremony, and this happens every hour. But if you want to see the full ceremony with all the frills and all the nice gear, all the chivalry, then you need to arrive around 10:30 because it started around 10:45, although it says 11. So a bit of history. There's guarding the tomb of an unknown soldier, and that sort of represents all the soldiers that died for Greece. So everything from the dresses to the caps, everything has meanings. It's all symbolism. If you want to know more, I would definitely recommend taking the free walking tour. They will give you a lot more information. So this is one thing not to miss in Athens. I know it's not touted as something that you could do easily, but Athens is very close to the sea and you're never far from the beach anywhere in Greece, really. So it's literally, even on the public transport, an hour away on a taxi, about 20 to 25 minutes. I am at Astir Beach. It's quite beautiful and nice, and it's the perfect way to come spend half a day or a full day if you want. And especially if you're not going to the islands, this is a great way to experience the beautiful Greek Sea, the Mediterranean. And there's tons of restaurants here. You can hire a sunbed, you can just chill out as long as you want, eating, drinking, partying, whatever you fancy. So this is another great thing that you must do when you come to Athens. It's time for me to head to the airport now. I've really enjoyed my day at the beach. I still have a little bit of time left. So I'm gonna go to the airport and then head back to London. I really hope you enjoyed exploring Athens with me, and I will see you guys at another beautiful destination really soon. So you have an amazing day ahead. Bye. If you haven't already, do subscribe, like, and comment. I always love some feedback. This is how you do it.